shop, I was gonna do. I'm working on more ground pork for making sausage, and boy, I'll tell you what, it is raining something fierce out here. Look at that. You can hear it too, right on the roof. So, getting plenty of rain. Totally flooded down there. So, I mean, it's really coming down. Something else. Oh, that's what we're dealing with here today. It's okay, it doesn't bother me inside the workshop here, I'm fine. But sure is making a ruckus. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. I took this is fat, and we've got meat, and this is like a ham. I've had this out of the freezer for like 4 days, and it's still frozen. So I gotta let it thaw out a little bit before I can cut it up and then add all the seasoning to it for the for making the sausage. So we'll end up with quite a few pounds. I'm sure you can't even hear me with the noise of this rain on the roof. So, alright. Hi guys! So we're going to season the pork now for making sausage. We'll see if this batch turns out any better. I'm using a different recipe. So let's see, what's the first thing it's calling for here? And I have to triple all these ingredients because this is for 5 pounds. So let's see, it says 1/2 cup of white wine. Well, I don't have white wine, but I got red wine that I can use, or maybe some beer. 2 tablespoons plus a teaspoon of salt, so 2, 4, 6. That would be 7 tablespoons of salt. So let me get the tablespoon. What do I do with it? There it is. We'll start with that. Also, what are you doing? You guys missed out earlier. I think Trump got the best of it. All right. So 7 tablespoons of salt. Let's see how it works. Apparently in sausage, the main ingredients are salt and pepper. 2, 3, 4. Seems like a lot, doesn't it, guys? 5. I think maybe I'll do 6 instead of 7. There we go. Lots of salt. Let's see. 4 grams of Instant Career, which is pink salt, which is about 1/2 teaspoon. I'm just going to put a little bit in. You don't really have to use this, apparently. They say to use it if you're going to smoke it for whatever reason. I don't know if that's because you're planning on storing the smoked sausage, not refrigerated. Anyways, I'm not going to put that much in. I'll just use a little bit. So they're saying 1/2 teaspoon. I'm just going to put a little bit in of the curing salt, because I don't really care for it, because it's sodium nitrate. Okay, 2 ingredients down. Oh shit, I forgot to chop up all the onions and garlic. Boy, I knew I forgot something. I got distracted by cousin Noel came up here. It's leaking up here too. The roof is leaking a little bit. Chopped fresh garlic. Oh, I have it. I just haven't chopped it yet. So that's going to be boring for you guys to watch, so I'll shut it off while I chop up the onions and the garlic. Everything. Must be feeding time for the pigs. So, I've got 2 cloves of garlic here and 2 onions. So I'll chop that up and be back with you guys. There guys, after much ta-da, I got the onions and garlic all chopped up here. Type thing. Normally Rose does this, but since she's pregnant and not, because I have a hard time doing it because this one hand is all messed up. But anyways, so, but since she's pregnant, you know, I got to do all the stuff myself. So, anyways, I got it all chopped and this and that. So in it goes. Put it around. Okay. What's next? I got to turn the phone on it. Went back off. Took me a while to do that. Okay, we got the salt. We got the pink salt. We got the 6 tablespoons of garlic. So now we need 6 tablespoons of ground pepper. Let's see, where's the pepper at? There it is. Finely ground pepper. So 6 tablespoons, huh? That would be interesting. I'm sure this is going to make me sneeze. Seems like a lot of pepper, doesn't it? I don't know. But primarily that's the seasoning that sausage has, is salt and pepper. So, yeah, got the McCormick, I got the big bag of it. So, what else is it asking for? It's asking for 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. So let's see, 1 teaspoon times 3. There's three teaspoons to a tablespoon, right? I think so. So it's getting kind of caked. Pretty sure there's 3 teaspoons to a tablespoon. That's close enough. Not quite full, but close enough on that. Okay, although this recipe doesn't call for it, Rose said that she wanted more sugar in there because the last batch actually called for sugar, so I'm going to put sugar in here as well. I think I'm going to do like 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, some sugar. And I am going to put in a little bit of the sweet paprika, not much. Last time I think I used like 6. This time I'm only going to use like less than 1. Come on. Come on. There. Looks like about two teaspoons. Like I say, last time I think we used way too much of that. So there, we got that in there. What else am I going to put in here? I am going to put a little bit of fennel seed. See, I've been reading all kinds of recipes, and they all have different stuff in them. So I figured, you can do whatever. They all add some kind of flavor to it, I guess. Last time it just ended up too hot. There we go. That's about right. Fennel seed. And then I am going to put in a little bit of basil, because I saw recipes that called for basil. So I don't know. Most I can do is mess it up, right, guys? Like I did last time. And let's do like a tablespoon of this. That looks like about a tablespoon. And what also goes good with pork, this I know because I've fried pork chops and stuff. There, I had to go get a new battery. It stopped on me. So, see, this videotaping is a pain in the butt, isn't it? Anyways, after it stopped, I put some thyme and rosemary into it. So, outside of that, the wine I'm not going to do until after I grind it the first time. But, however, because I have it, and I think it works good with pork, and I know it tenderizes it. I've got some pineapple juice from our freshly canned pineapples. So I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. I don't know, maybe about a half a cup or something. Somewhere in there. Just because. Why not? You know, it's my sausage, so I can do what I want with it. Okay, time to mix it all. I just use my dirty hands to do it. Kidding, guys. Alright. See how it ends up. Smells pretty good. You know, smell can be deceiving. I mean, I've smelled some pretty women before, but on the inside they were bitter as hell. Just the way it goes. Stirring it. So it all gets mixed up good. Looks like it's all getting cooked pretty good. Rose found me all these containers. It worked out great for like marinating stuff, storing it. I've got like 6 of them that she got me. So it stopped raining finally. Boy, it poured this afternoon. We must have gotten like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 inches of rain. It was a lot. There. I think it's mixed up pretty good here. So now we'll put a cover on it, put it in the fridge, and let it marinate overnight. I'll rinse my hand off here. Oh yeah. I don't know, you'll have to let me know, guys, of what you think of the recipe there. I know it's kind of haphazard. I get that. But it is what it is. Alright. I'll put it in the fridge. Rusty and Elsa didn't end up with anything today. For you. Put it in the fridge, let it marinate. And now I've got all the mess to clean up. Type of a thing. Look, let's go over here. I'm cooking up that bone, right? I didn't have the cover for this pan to start with, so I used the plate. Well, that probably wasn't a good idea, because look, it warped the plate all up. Anyways, so, and unfortunately the bone's too big to fit in the pan, so I'm having to do this like, you know, in stages. But anyways, it'll get there. So that's what I've been up to today, guys. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the next day that I stuff the sausages, because I need to get more intestines for the casings, since Rose didn't give me out of the multiple pigs that we slaughtered. I kept asking for it, but I didn't get them. So I don't know. It's the way it goes. So hopefully she'll be able to find some. She's talking to the guy that at the slaughterhouse where we sold those pigs the other day, and see if we can get some from them, because that's going to require a lot. It's going to require probably 30 feet worth of it for sure, probably more than that, maybe more, around 60 feet of intestines. So anyways, we'll talk to you later, guys. That's it for today. So here I am, guys, relaxing, having a beer and a Yossi, which is what they call a cigarette over in the Philippines. Yossi. It's slang, actually. I think they call them cigarros or garlets or something like that. Same as like in Mexico. But anyways, I'm just sitting here relaxing after the day of work of working on a sausage, and I planted some pineapples, and I was going to go to town and do shopping, but that heavy rain that was in that earlier video, I mean, it poured and poured. And on the weather forecast, they said that was supposed to be here at like 10 o'clock, and it's like I wasn't even going to leave until 9 o'clock, and it's like, I don't want to be caught in that rain. Well, as it turns out, they were right about the rain, but they were like 3 hours, it was like 3 hours later. Obviously, if I had known that, I could have made it to town and back before it rained, but you never know. So anyways, I'm finishing boiling up, cooking this soup bun type thing. So it's pretty close, and then I will be done for the day, I guess. So let's see. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if I showed you this or not. I cleaned everything up here. Cleaned off the cutting board. This is the pineapple that I canned the other day. I got 4 quarts of pineapple off of the 4 pineapples. 2 of them were small, and 2 were pretty good size. And Rose, you know her, she gave away 2 of the nice great big pineapples, but that's the way she is, type thing. We have plenty more. There's a lot of them that are growing in the garden. I think we have, like, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 of them left. I'm not sure. Some are big and some are small. When they end up being smaller when you cut off the top of the pineapple and replant that, it grows a pineapple, but it's a smaller one. But the little shoots that it grows, not on the pineapple itself, but on the plant, if you plant those, those will grow big pineapples. So Rose says. I mean, I don't know. I've never done it. But I just took and planted the tops from the pineapples that I cut off. Oh my God, that was about a week ago that I canned up that pineapple. And I figured, well, I was going to have Rose plant them, but, she hasn't been feeling real well lately. And so I figured I'll go out and plant them. I just stuck them down in the ground and kind of twisted them in there. I figured that's got to be better than sitting up here on this table, right? Just drying out. So we'll see what they do. And I did them along the walkway to the shop here. That was all freshly toiled up, because her nephew that she had doing gardening, that ripped out my herbs, right? I had like what was it called? Italian oregano, and then I had another oregano. Well, he thought they were weeds, and so he pulled them out, and then he planted like flowers and stuff along the pathway. And it's like, so I lost those. So anyways, he's got the soil, you know, kind of soft. So I took and I planted the pineapples in between, like the flowers that he did, you know, behind the flowers. So they should grow okay. I mean, it doesn't get a ton of sun up there, but it should be okay. Yeah, we'll find out. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So, cheers, guys. Enjoy. My day is almost done. I just have to wait for this bone. I think it's actually done. So I'll turn it off and let it cool for a little bit, and then put it in the refrigerator. Off it goes. Let it cool down so it's not quite so hot when I put it in the fridge, and go from there. So I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to go to town and do the shopping. Got a lot of stuff to buy. So all right. I'm kind of getting tired, so off I'm gonna go. Later, guys. Hello, guys. I'm up in the shop. I was gonna do. I'm working on more ground pork for making sausage, and boy, I'll tell you what, it is raining something fierce out here. Look at that. You can hear it too, right on the roof. So, getting plenty of rain. Totally flooded down there. So, I mean, it's really coming down. Something else. Oh, that's what we're dealing with here today. It's okay, it doesn't bother me inside the workshop here, I'm fine. But sure is making a ruckus. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. I took this is fat, and then we've got meat, and this is like a ham. I've had this out of the freezer for like 4 days, and it's still frozen. So I gotta let it thaw out a little bit before I can cut it up and then add all the seasoning to it for the, for making the sausage. So we'll end up with quite a few pounds. I'm sure you can't even hear me with the noise of this rain on the roof.